mention a couple of other things before we get into it. When you guys did go into that room to like take care of the bats, you heard the footsteps of the white sort of getting closer. Shannon's character Digby sort of saw it coming from off to the east, and you all went into that room, and the footsteps kind of walked up to the door and then continued past as you guys took the heads, decapitated these bats. When you went back out, all the stuff with the coffins and all that came, and it got to a point where the white returned and pushed straight through that rusted portcullis, let out this enormous ghastly roar and just caused everyone to have panic in some way, shape or form. I think Digby screamed. Christoph on his next turn is going to be running in one direction. Mallory's going to be running in another direction. And this episode, things are definitely going to be
getting dicey.
There we go. So yeah, I just want to go over a couple of the rules. Parrying, we haven't done yet. And I think there was some questions asked about it last week that I think I might have gotten wrong, which was if you succeed, you don't take damage, but whatever you're parrying with, whether it's a shield or a weapon, takes the damage. And if your durability is if the damage exceeds your weapon's durability, then the weapon is damaged and cannot be used. So depending on the weapon you have, you might not want to sacrifice your weapon. So if the creatures are going to be doing 4 damage and your durability of your sword is only a 1, you basically are forfeiting your sword to not take damage. And therefore an evade might be the early on in the game, while you have kind of average weaponry, or if you're fighting larger monsters, then evading is probably the thing you'd rather do versus parry. But it all comes down to your skill sets, I guess, and what you've got better skill in.
Does the durability happen? Does it accumulate, or is it reset every time? There's no
every
points,
time.
right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So I think if you have a look at your weapon, it'll have like a durability score on it.
Yes, 6, I think, must be. Maybe.
Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so you've got a 6 on your knife. So if anything, is it meets or beats? No, it has to exceed. So if you blocked 7 points of damage with that knife, then your knife would break and you wouldn't be able to use that. But if you parried something 6 or less, then you're fine. You don't.
So why would you pick evade? Is it only because you got a better points at it?
If you've got better evade than you do the weapon skill. So what happens is you roll for whatever weapon skill. Let's have a look. You cannot parry unarmed. You roll against your skill level for the weapon. So you don't roll your weapon, you just the skill level. So if it's knives or swords or whatever, you pick that thing. So your evade might be much higher than your weapon.
So you don't roll your attack. It's just you use that base number.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But for evade, you roll.
Well, yeah, you roll. So let's say you're blocking with your knife. You use the knive's stat instead of rolling an attack, if that makes sense. So you've got instead of clicking on your knife, you've got a weapon skill of knives. You'd click.
You still roll. Just the number to beat might be different.
Yeah. You might have a higher evade skill than you do the weapon skill that you're hitting with, if that makes sense. So you might have knives of 6, but evade of 12. You probably want to evade.
But you roll for both.
Nope. Parry.
So hold on. Okay. So if I've got a knife skill of 11, I'll just go. I'll parry.
Or you can dodge. You can do one or the other. You don't do both.
Yes.
Yeah. Is that cool?
And by dodge you mean evade.
Yes, yeah. It's
Okay.
called dodging, but you use the evade skill. I didn't think it was that complex, but that,
Well, I probably still don't understand it.
No, it's okay.
But
Well,
it could be like, let's say I've got an 11 and they attack me with what? Their white morning star. What do I do? I say, well, I want to parry.
before damage is rolled, before you know how much the damage is, you can decide whether you want to parry the attack or if you want to evade the attack.
Right, so they've already hit me.
Yeah,
they've already hit me.
Yeah,
and I say, boom. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
so
cool.
It's after the hit, before the damage.
Yeah,
and you can absorb.
Okay. There's also good. A lot of, in general, unless stated otherwise, monster attacks. This is kind of the ones that don't have to roll to hit. You normally can't parry their attacks. You can only dodge. But I'll let you know if it's an attack that you can parry. But quite often they're so ferocious and so fast that you can't parry them. You can only dodge. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Let's get some sounds happening. And we've got the map up. The last thing that happened was this white and the scream. And I believe, Mallory, you're freaking out. The fear that you rolled was to basically just run. I believe. And so you have to use your action or your turn to run away. It has to be away from the character that gave that fear to you. So, Wild Panic, you flee the scene as fast as you can. On your next turn, you must dash away from the source of your fear. And then you can make another willpower roll to stop running and act normally again. You've got to succeed on your willpower roll.
Okay, cool. So I'm just deciding which direction I'm running in?
Yeah, and you've got basically 3 directions. You can bolt straight through the doors where you decapitated the bats. You can run past your crew off to the east, or you can run off into the west, although you're heading by yourself into the darkness, off to the west and down to the south.
I do have a torch.
Which you can't use until you're feeling mentally able to do stuff again. This is just you sprinting.
It's lit, is it?
It was lit. Remember, I had a mouthful of lamp oil, and I was gonna.
Right. Okay, that's cool.
And then I did a spit take, but can I retcon that I spat it at the white? Or no? It's just runtime.
Hey, I'll give you that. Absolutely.
Okay. Roll for spitting.
Oh no, I would say the spit. It's coming right at you and screams in your face, and you just spray the oil. You're not coordinated enough with the torch, but you cover it in oil again.
Okay, cool. So,
yeah,
and then run away.
Perfect.
I'm going to, for funsies, say she runs west because she just freaks out and she's not thinking and she just runs.
And you're dashing, so you can move up to double your movement, which will take you I believe your movement's 12.
Whew. Oh, that's 12 meters, not
12 meters. So, yeah. So, but you'll be dashing, so you can run up to 24. So basically, 12 squares on the grid, basically.
Hang on, that is.
I'll explain it as you're running. You just take off down the western corridor with the torch flickering sort of in your hand behind you, and you reach
probably going to hide behind the corner.
Yeah, you reach the edge of that corridor. It's very symmetrical in that same way of the other side of this chamber as well, and you turn right into this what looks like just this big dark damp chamber. Again, you've got these burial niches covering the walls from floor to ceiling, and broken skeletons and molded rags and shards of crushed pottery can just be seen strewn all over the place.
Good. It's consistent decoration.
You've definitely got enough movement there to pick a niche and sort of hide in it if you wanted to.
Yeah, if she's that scared, she's going to hide.
Great. Have you any specific corner of this room you want to do that?
Hang on. Let's see. Where am I? Here I am. She might hide. Where is she gonna hide? Are these all the little smashed crypts and things
Yeah.
all lying on the ground here?
That's right. And you got the little sort of niches knocked into each thing. They're big enough, wide enough. They go right from floor to ceiling. They'd be wide enough for you to be able to like tuck yourself into.
Maybe she'll tuck herself over here. Doo-doo.
Okay, cool. Give me a willpower roll, please.
Oh my goodness. Okay, one moment. Where are you? There you are. Oh, willpower. Where's that gone? Ah, here it is. Come on. Oh, shucks. What do I click on to get this guy rolling?
You should just be able to.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Willpower is the one in the circle at the top. Just click where it says WIL in the stats across the top. Yeah.
Across the top. Willpower, circle.
With like
Oh,
strength,
there you are.
con,
Sorry.
agility. Yeah. No, that's okay.
Over scared, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one. Okay, well, you with a roll of 20, unfortunately, in Dragonbane that is not good. What I'm gonna say, with a roll of 20, your torch, just with the panic and trying to get into this room, the panic of the torch just like flickers down and flickers off, just leaving you in this dark, damp room in darkness. And you're still very much freaking out because of this.
You hear a startled quack, and then she puts her hands over her mouth and cowers in the dark.
All right, I'm going to roll a 1d6 because it is the white whose turn is next.
Don't chase me. Get someone else.
No, he's moving forward towards where Digby has just like finished letting out this high-pitched scream, and just does this sweeping attack with its Morning Star. So I will say that this attack can be parried or it can be dodged. Doing either of those things, Digby would be forfeiting. It would be like that would be your turn done for the round. So you can either take
movement,
everything. It's your turn gone. So you can either take the hit, and it is a hit because this guy's attacks always hit, or you can parry, or you can dodge.
So with dodge, I have to roll, right? Sorry.
Yeah, you didn't know that's correct. You just roll the evade.
I've only got a 10 for evade though.
You got to roll for both though. Right.
Don't confuse them. Don't.
And for knives, I've got an 11. So
and with
that will automatically work.
If you succeed in your roll, then you will either evade or parry.
I will evade.
Okay.
17.
And you can push if you want to push.
I think I will. Which is charisma. I'll do disheartened. I thought it said degenerate when I just looked at it. Degenerate. But no, I'm disheartened. Okay. So I'll roll evade again.
You can just click update.
Oh, a 4.
Perfect. So that is a success. You evade the attack, take no damage. The Morning Star just sweeps over you. Like it would have gone straight into your head. You sort of notice as you dodge out of the way. You can, on a successful dodge, if you want, you can move up to 2 meters in any direction. Obviously not into him, but yeah.
Okay, well, I can't go on top of this dwarf though, can I?
No, we can maybe we'll allow you to push like 4 meter dodge then just to get in behind.
Yeah, oh, squeeze. Excuse me. Just getting past you.
Okay, the next, well, that was your turn, unfortunately, Digby, which leaves us at the end of the this initiative round with Wilgus.
Oh yeah. Okay. What Wilgus is going to try and do, as he's seen this oil dripping white burst into view and Mallory flee the flammable scene, is he's got a flint and tinder, and he would like to spark it and then throw it like a grenade at the white.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Which weapon skills do you think we need to use for that?
I was thinking bushcraft.
Roll for yeet.
Why bushcraft? Other than it's probably your highest stat, is it?
Like, it's pretty high. But I was just thinking, like, if you'd normally use flint and tinder for, like, sparking and...
The sparking, I don't think you got any problem doing. I'm not going to get you to roll to, like, spark it. It's that throw that we need to...
The yeeting part.
Yeah.
How about just strength? Can I just click that?
Sure. Yep, I'll let you do that.
Okay, cool. 11, and I needed a 12.
Perfect. Also, by the way, Digby, because you pushed, you do need to give yourself an apt state that you've pushed yourself into. One of those conditions.
Oh, yes, I did disheartened.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you. Wilgus, let us know what happens with this throw.
Take this, your shit! And he'll lob the flint and tinder down into the murky hallway, hoping that his foe will ignite.
Great. Give us a 2d8.
Certainly. A total of 9.
Great. Yeah, it lands basically square into where the oil was sprayed, and it just up in flames again. And it's just this demonic spectral scream goes out from him, and what you've thrown at him sort of like clatters down onto the ground in front of him. Great. Did you want to do any movement with that?
Guys, let's back up a bit, perhaps. And he'll scooch back to the corner of the very contested hallway.
Okay, cool. I've just recalled all of the cards. Time for the next round. Just drag an initiative card. Oh, sorry, yeah?
Quick question. Am I scared in the game?
How about out of the game? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm scared out of the game.
Okay.
Well, playing the game, I'm scared. But is my character in a scared state? I can't remember who was
you screamed
freaking out or not.
No. So you rolled for a scream, and then that caused everyone else to have to try and resist the same fear attack again. So yeah, that scream was cathartic enough for you to be able to dodge and evade successfully. So you're back to normal. Yeah. So if everyone can grab an initiative card and chuck it next to your token, we've got the white with a 2 and a 4.
Wilgus has a 3.
Nice. Someone dropped a card into the dark. I'll just move that over here.
Was it me?
I don't know. Are you dragging them into the dark?
I'm trying not to. But like, there's an invisible 4 that I'm dragging.
It was me.
Okay.
I did it.
There's another 7. There's a 7 here as well.
That was me. I was the 7.
Okay. What are the? I've got a 9 and a 4 that are floating around.
Yeah.
Oh, I've already got a 4, so that's.
Are there
weird. Multiple
multiple 4s?
There shouldn't be. So we've got one.
I'll have
nine.
the whites move.
Alright, okay, cool. Initiative order is all set up. The white is going first, and with that scream, it just backs off into the sort of circular chamber to the north and into the walls and out of view. And that is going to be...
Up my wall.
Well, nobody knows. And you sitting there in the dark with a pull of a 10 card as well. Next up, Wilgus. You're just hearing now just the just silence and darkness of this chamber. The footsteps have sort of stopped, and that scream has echoed around and stopped.
Wilgus will run up to his compatriots. Guys, I think we did it! But perhaps we should find Mallory and quickly find the exit. What do you guys think? And he'll just babble for the remainder of his turn.
Okay.
Yes, we should get out of here. I agree.
Cool. The white's other turn, I'm just going to flip his card as if it has been done, which brings us to Christoph.
Now, I had some sort of action I had to take, didn't I?
Yeah, so
or was that only for that round?
No. So until I'm not sure if you gave us a willpower roll. Give us a willpower roll.
Willpower,
Yeah.
I believe, is a NASCAR driver.
Okay.
Oh, I needed
Very
to get
nice.
under an 11, and I got a 5.
Cool. So we'll say that you're with the sight of the white on fire and then disappearing off into the walls. You've calmed down a bit now. You've got your senses to you.
Good. I've only got 2 hit points. There's really nothing you can do in this game to get better apart from rest or...
Yeah, and just as a reminder, something else I wanted to remind you guys about, a short rest in this game is 15 minutes. It's not an hour. It's not like you're sitting around for an hour's amount of time. It's just 15 minutes.
Just sit down.
All right, I'm going to... Well, so similar to Mallory, actually, and similar to Scooby-Doo. You know when Scooby would get scared and he'd always go and find a canoe to upturn or something and hide under the canoe?
Mm-hmm.
Christopher's going to run back into the sarcophagi room. Boop. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm not going to have time to do all that.
You can sarcophagi.
Oh, well.
Takes 15 minutes.
Yeah, what's the distance?
You can dash 24
Oh, no, I think I
meters.
will. Yeah, I think I will make it. I think I'll make it.
Dash
I'm gonna,
and Scooby leap into the sarcophagus.
Yeah. I felt like our benevolent dungeon master was gonna say you can't overturn it on yourself in the same move if you dash there.
Yeah, so if you dash, that's your action. That's correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna dash into the open sarcophagi, but I'm small. I'm a little critter, so I should be nice and hidden. So I'm so
Great.
small.
Yeah, I'll allow, part of your dashing is just a little dive down into that sarcophagus just to try and get as low and hidden in that as possible. Okay, great. Digby?
Digby is scared shitless, but he's also a dog. Okay,
He's a wolf.
Yeah. And he's got hunting instincts.
Mm.
Oh, it says insufficient will, but that's because I tried it before or something.
Oh, right.
I should have full willpower. Where's the willpower?
Scroll on your character sheet right at the bottom next to your hit points. You should have all of your willpower.
Oh, yeah. I should have 11. Okay, so hunting instincts. There we go.
Nice.
It used 3 wills. You can use this ability to designate a creature in sight or a creature you can catch the scent of as your prey. And so that I want to sniff out the white.
Yeah,
This
okay.
counts as an action in combat. You can follow the scent of your prey for a full day, and you can spend a further willpower point, not an action, to gain a boon for an attack against your prey.
Nice. Great. Yeah. So you pick up on the scent of the white, especially because it's just that smell of death. You've pinpointed it perfectly, and it's coming from what sort of information are you wanting? Are you wanting its
Where it is, if I'm tracking it down, where it's gone.
It's definitely north of your position. That's it's almost like the smell is coming from the wall itself.
It's directly north, sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm going to yell out, I can smell it to the north. And it stinks. But you guys don't have a light, do you? Am I the only one with a light over here?
Yeah, didn't Christoph have one at one point? Are you in the sarcophagus just with the torch?
Yep.
Okay.
Seems stupid to put it out. So yep.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So
No one will find me with a flaming fucking torch above my head.
yeah, I'd say Digby, you saw
Liberty.
you saw Mallory run west with her torch, but there
I
seems
thought that
to be
was Christoph's torch, but I must be mistaken.
yeah, but you notice there's no light coming from that direction now.
Okay, well, I am going to run. I'm going to, after informing everyone that it's to the north, I'm going to run to the same place that Mallory went.
Okay.
I get 6 squares?
Yeah, that's right.
Oops. That's all.
Okay. And Mallory, you in the dark in this chamber, you're still freaking out. Not what the rules state you should be like dashing away from the source of your fear, but you don't know where the fear is. So I'm gonna. I don't know. What do you think would be doable in your panicked state in the dark?
In the dark, maybe she might be looking, trying to feel around if there's something else she can use to like protect herself. She's got a doused torch and a spare hand, so I don't know. Maybe she's like looking for a good rock or something.
Yeah, you put your hand
Were any
down.
of the guys buried with weapons?
That would be amazing. The you feel around around your feet with your sort of feathered hand, and you lay your hands on like broken bits of like clay pottery, and you grab something that seems to be like quite sturdy and sort of solid, and quickly realize that is like a femur or something, like a bone, a bone of something. Can you give me, what I might get from you?
2000 Space Odyssey.
Give me an awareness roll.
Awareness. Where are you? There you are. Oh. And I got a 19.
And okay, that is all right. That's all you notice. Give me a willpower roll just to round off your turn as well.
Now I'm scared and angry.
Yeah. Give me a willpower roll. We'll see how your fear state wraps up.
Not so bad. A 2.
Okay, perfect. So you managed to calm yourself while searching. You bring yourself to sort of a head. We're not going to do initiative anymore. We're just going to go into free turn for now. What's
for
everyone...
15 minutes.
Well, until something happens.
Till that coffin starts smoking.
Well, there's still like a nice flickering torch coming up out of that coffin.
Wilgus will dash back into the light so he can find Christoph. Are you right, mate? What's shit?
Christoph is terrified still. I don't know how it's going to work with. Oh no! I rolled.
No,
my
you
willpower.
rolled it.
I got my senses. I got my shit back together.
Yeah.
I'm nearly dead. Is that you, Wilgus? I'm not in good shape, man.
I think we're the injured team. Shit. I'll come.
Get in the sarcophagi with me.
I'll come next to you.
Please do.
If
I'm gonna go out, I'm glad I'm going out with you.
We're going out like a torch. The two of us, like snuffed. That sounds bad.
Yeah. Most
Little
awkward,
pep talk going on.
poignant moment ever. Let's just give up a day.
We're dying in this coffin together.
This is.
We have to think of the people who bury us. We'll hop in the sarcophagus now and It'll be productive.
Save them a wee bit of time. I like it.
Yeah. Should we
Inspiring, man.
meet up with the old Mallory and the other one, and then it'll be like a group effort, a group discount for the old...
A group day. Yeah, right.
Follow me. They went this way.
Christoph kind of limps along after Wilgus.
Cool. Mallory, what are you doing in the dark?
Okay, Mallory's gonna relight her torch.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like, "Get it together, old bird. Get it together." And she's gonna make her way back to where those guards are, because she just has it in her mind that she has to check them for keys.
Right. Can you give me another awareness roll, please?
Uh-oh.
And I'll be sniffing at this time as well. Hopefully figure out.
Yeah,
20.
Okay. Can you give me an awareness roll as well, please, Digby?
Is it helped by this, my sniffing out exactly where the white is?
This is separate from the white.
Separate. There's another white.
This has nothing to do with the white.
Awareness. I've got a 15 for awareness and I rolled a 17.
Okay, that's okay. Well, you with the smell of the white, sort of, you're keeping your senses as you're making your way down the hallway to the west. You notice that the directionality of that white is staying put. And you can pick up on the other smells while you're doing so. You can smell that Mallory is still just up ahead. You can smell the sort of blood and filth of the goblins that were there before you. And you can hear and smell both Christoph and Wilgus sort of making their way up the corridor behind you as well.
So it's still in the wall to the north,
Yes.
above where Wilgus is.
Yeah. That's right.
Wilgus, look out! It's in the wall above you there. You can smell it. So don't be, if you run past, just run really fast. Like you're scared.
Wilgus does exactly that. Thank you, Digby. Let's where's Mallory?
The torch that she's lit just lights up at the room that she's in and spills out into the corridor off to the west of you.
Mallory, are you there? Hello?
Quack! She's back to just being angry now.
Oh, thank God.
Guys, I'm determined. There's got to be a key on those guards. I'm going that way.
I think we killed the white, so let's do that.
Mallory, just as you go to move off, you hear just this little tiny, like, frightened little voice from the room you're exiting that just goes, wait a minute. And you look back into the room, and out of the shadows from the north is just this pathetic little goblin.
Party pet.
He just slowly, like, steps out, and he's like looking around. And he's just like putting like one finger up against his mouth. Shh! Please save me! Please save me! Please! I've been in here for so long. Please save me!
I've been attacked by goblins. I've been attacked by bats. I've been attacked by whites. What is stopping me right now from smashing you into the ground and walking away?
He's like, I have this, and he holds up this, like, ring of keys. I have this, please, you save me, you get me out of here, and you can have this. I don't want what's in here.
What's your name?
My name's Grub. He's like, really, he's trying to stay, he's like almost whispering. My name's Grub, and he's just slowly, like, making his way. He's terrified. He's like shaking in fear. Like the little jangling of the keys, like, echoing with, like, the every, like, shiver he does.
I'm trying to be angry, but it's like, oh no, little Grub. Okay.
I will say you do notice he is armed. He does have, like, a short sword at his side. He has, like, a bow, short bow on his back. And he's got, like, a little sort of makeshift leather armor. Just so you know, I'm not trying to like hide the fact that he does indeed have weapons.
Okay, Grub, my name's Mal. You can come with me, but any trouble from you, bone to the head, okay?
He's just like, I just want to get out of here. Help me get out of here. They all left.
Okay, let's go.
He just like runs.
Boys.
He just like runs towards you and like gets as close up behind you as he possibly can. He's just like peering out from behind you and sees like the rest of you, and he just like pokes his head back in. Save me!
Look out behind you,
Boys?
Mallory. There's a filthy creature.
Boys, this is Grub. Grub, these are my boys. Grub has some keys, and he's going to behave
Just
and
like
help
this,
us get through the
this
gate.
arm. You don't see Grub at all. He's like tucked in behind Mallory, but you see this arm shoot out with this ring of keys. It's like, save me, Mallory!
Okay, cool. Let's go, Grub. These guys are okay.
Digby, it's 10 gold pieces on legs. We don't even have to carry it.
Guys,
Please.
I've made some promises. No.
Oh, okay. Later.
Are there any more grubs back there? What was in the room that you were in there, Mallory?
I didn't really see a lot. There was I think it was mostly like this. The other side was sarcophagi, bones, rocks. See this bone?
Well, oh, so it's the same as the other side?
I think so. But
Is there another
yes,
path? Is there a pathway that leads up to the room that we're trying to get to?
you know what? Probably. People who build these kind of rooms usually have a thing for symmetry.
Lazy.
It's good level design.
Okay. Well, I would like to avoid going past where I think the white is, which is to the east.
Oh, okay. No, sounds like a good idea. Right, Grub, we're going back in there.
It's like
Do you know where all the traps are?
a little like tapping on your back. He's just like holds up one of the keys that is just like snapped clean off. He's like, no good. It's no good. It's no good. Because he's pointing north of the room.
Mallory starts doing breathing exercise. Oh,
Well, if that
Grub,
one's
you gotta work
broken-
with us.
Oh, but there are others. There are others. And he's like the other keys. The others. The other doors.
Well, do you have one for this one with the guards, just to the closest one to us here, to the east?
There's maybe just. Can you get me the hell out of here right now? I want to get out. Get out! It starts like.
Because I would
freaking
like
out.
you to get out as
his,
well.
His volume starts like rising, like it's being quiet, but he's starting to really start panicking.
I'm just gonna grab the keys off him and say, just run to the south there and go up the rope. What do you think, guys?
What we'll do, we're going to do we'll do a Dex versus Dex of Grub versus Digby. Can you give me a Dex roll, please? No, slide. We'll do a sleight of hand.
Yeah, where's Dex? Oh, there.
Well, it's agility. It's agility. We'll do sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight.
I've only got a 7 for that, and I've rolled a 6.
Right.
Boom.
And Grub only has a 5, but he rolled a 2. It's just like you're both succeeding in your roll, which means it's a stalemate. You're fast, but he's faster. So no, you saved me first, and then you can have the keys. Get me out of there! He's just starting to like freak out and starting to raise his voice an awkward amount of to an unnatural volume now.
Can I give him a non-fatal bonk on the head with a bone?
Yeah, you're right.
Smart. I was going to suggest just killing him, but yeah. knocking him out sounds Yeah,
Look at the little face. You can't kill him. His name's Grub.
exactly. His name's Grub, and he's a
We can
goblin.
keep the face with us. It's worth 10 gold.
Oh my god.
Yes. Just keep his face. Not his head, just his face.
Weird
Will
as
just
a
goes full
mask.
Nicolas Cage and like changes his face.
You like raise the bone. You raise the bone up. You're welcome to continue with that hit. We will let you roll. But he sees it. He like puts his hands up and he says, "Just get me through the doors. He can't go through the doors."
Which doors? The big doors.
Yes. He's like holding. He's just like holding on to you, Mallory. Don't hurt me, but just get me through the doors.
We'll get you to the doors, but you give me the keys.
And he just like slams the keys into your hand.
Great. This way to your doors.
And he's panicked as you're like walking towards the door as well.
Yay.
So yeah, are you gonna follow through and actually take him there, or are you gonna continue with your bone bonking?
I am happy to just be like, this way to the doors, because I've got the key.
The fact that you're moving starts calming him down pretty quickly, and he goes back to just being quiet and keeping an eye out in all directions all around him. The closer you get to the door, the more calm he gets, and just as you get north of the door, he just sprints through those oak doors.
To the south.
To the south, yeah.
Oh.
And he's just like beckoning you. Come in. This is safe.
Shall we, boys? Shall we have a quick team huddle on the other side of the safe doors?
He's like
just
jumping
thought
up,
out
trying to
what
get
we're
the
doing.
rope. Trying to reach the rope, but he can't reach the rope.
Yeah, so it's safe in there. I scuttle through the double doors to the south.
We can patch up.
What happened to the huddle?
Oh, in here. There's a white in there.
Oh, good point. I thought we were going to huddle on the unsafe side of the safe door.
I did too. I'll follow you, Christoph.
I meant on the safe side.
On
Hooray,
the
on
unsafe
the safe
side?
side.
I'll just stand in the
Okay.
doorway, and then it's best of both worlds.
Best of
here.
both worlds.
And as you go to reach that room, just the thudding of footsteps of the white appears behind you as you enter that room, and it just sort of stands there in that area in front of the portcullis.
Can I try and hit it with my sling?
Oh,
Yeah.
Was that a bad idea? What do you mean?
I just don't know why we're antagonizing this cunt. I just
Hey,
You're absolutely welcome to have a go. I'll even do it out of turn order because, I can start initiative
Okay.
if we need to.
All right.
just, okay.
You fuck off. A 2.
What's the
it's alright.
damage on that?
That's all right.
It's a D8.
Okay, cool. Give us a
Holy
D8.
How do I do
Were you
it?
yelling
Sling
it at me,
that
or were
head
you
in.
yelling at the white?
It was ambiguous. A 2 damage.
All right. What are you using in your sling? You just like a small pebble. or
I've got
something?
those metal bits.
Oh, right.
There we
Perfect. It just like thuds into him, and it does like a half damage on him. So it just does 1 point of damage. But it just stands there staring before like moving backwards into the darkness of the room behind and out of sight.
Oh, so he really can't come in through these doors by the looks of it. What a smart goblin.
He's scared of slings, Digby. Great job.
Let that be a lesson to you.
And Grub sort of runs past you and starts trying pulling on the doors to like shut the doors, and sort of like signals up to the silvery symbol that spans both of the doors. It's like it keeps us safe.
Like a
And he's just like
magical-
rubbing. He's rubbing the door.
Lucas wants to just measure his head. Oh yeah, yeah.
I wonder if when he says it keeps us safe, I wonder if he just means that symbol in that particular place by those doors keeps us safe, or maybe that symbol itself keeps us safe. Maybe we could transcribe the symbol on about our person in goblin blood, maybe, and then we can ward off the white.
If only we had some goblin blood.
It's Grub is
We've got
Grub.
plenty of
starting to shiver again, like back and looks over at all the decapitated bats.
so much bat blood.
You there, Grub? What do you mean by it keeps us safe? What do you know about this symbol?
Nothing. It can't come through the
Right, kill
stores.
Oh, maybe we could rip out the doorway and carry the doorway with us wherever
my
we go.
Like a
gosh,
tank.
yeah.
Grub is like freaking out.
No, you crazy? Then he can come in here.
No,
It's like
no.
off the middle part, and we can go like a Roman phalanx just behind
Yes.
these things.
I don't know much about enlightenment, but this plan, that's definitely it. I like that.
I'm just out of character. I'm just thinking about Grub. So Grub had the keys, which is great. We've got like something of value from Grub. We definitely don't need to kill him, but neither should we stand around talking to him much. I think because I think his only motivator is to get out of there, right? So he's only going to lead us out of the hole, and there's clearly no way we should not be going deeper into this dungeon.
There is potentially some sleepy meat in the room near us we could offer to him.
The meat has been devoured by the bats.
He'll have to pull it out of the bat.
We'll have to eat a bat.
Yeah.
If you eat enough of these bats. Well, should we just let Grub go up the rope?
And he just like
Yeah.
nods furiously.
Yeah.
Should we
you
take
got-
all his weapons and his armor first, though, because he might sneak in and attack us while we're
No.
sleeping.
No. Grab leave. Grab leave.
How
Grub
do we know
makes the
Grub's telling the
universal
truth?
uppy hands. Uppy hand signal.
Yeah, he's like,
Up.
I'm not picking Grub up. I've got a bad back from carrying my kid around all day. Grub, you're not getting in on this action.
he doesn't smell good either. He does smell like just like goblin piss. And, yeah.
What do you think, Mallory? I think we should just chop him up.
Mallory's like, enough of this, and just grabs the goblin, puts him on the rope, is like, right, we've got the keys, let's go.
Okay.
Okay. And Grub is like trying to climb up. He's not doing a very good job. He's progressing very slowly up the rope. But
Can
he's
he
going
roll for the rope? He's a bit scared.
Yes, that's true. He should. He should roll for ropes. Everyone has to.
Yeah. I can. Where's
Children can climb ropes, but goblins.
covered in
Bit
their
too
own
much.
piss. Well, I got you guys to roll acrobatics, right?
Yeah.
All right. He has not succeeded, but he's only like a half a meter off the ground, about a meter off the ground. So he just sort of like lands back down onto the ground and looks to Mallory. He's like,
One more.
okay, and yeah, he gets up. It's a very long, slow process.
He
But
has
he's,
to roll it when he's at the top of the rope.
well, I'll do it.
Should I touch my torch to the rope? No, wait, no. Then the rope's gone for us. as well.
Yeah,
I was
Worth it.
I was more thinking that Grub might pull the rope up. I think Grub is definitely going to pull the rope up. In fact, I
well,
will
I'm
bet
going to yell out to Grub.
$5 of human money that Grub will pull the rope up.
Well, I'm going to yell out to Grub. If you keep an eye out up the top there and yell down to us if anyone's coming, when we come back up, we'll give you a reward. We've got a lot of bat heads down here and they're worth 2 silver pieces.
give me a persuade roll.
Okay.
Wilgus will grant you the gift of enlightenment.
Oh, now we're talking. He's a great candidate.
9, and they needed a 12, so
Oh, nice. And that was with disadvantage as well, Bane.
Yes, because I have.
And you succeeded. He's like halfway up when he looks down. And he says,
Hey, you saved me. I'll let you know. Yeah. Well, look out.
And
Thank you.
He continues his way up. He is well and truly persuaded.
Nice work, Digby. Beats my plan of killing them.
Well, what do you say we have a little nap?
So we've made we've made negative progress over the last 3 seconds.
Well, we've learned something. We've learned things.
We've all learned the true.
We've got keys.
The white has a vulnerability to slings.
Yes.
How about 15 minutes or so to just
15.
Stop this blood leaking out of each
That's
other?
what I was worried about. You two. You're looking at
You're a smart man. You're a smart wolf, Digby.
So with a 15-minute rest, there's two ways you can go about it. You just get a D6 worth of HP back, or you can get 2d6 of HP if someone is tending to you and succeeds with a healing roll. So no matter what, you get 1d6. You might get another d6 if you are good at healing. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm good at healing, but I can give it a go.
Well, if you succeed,
I
in healing.
succeeded. I got a 9 and I needed a 15.
Oh, but I'm angry.
Needed a 14.
Someone else has to tend to you, I guess. So, but okay, both Digby and Mallory have both succeeded in healing rolls. So each of you can look after one of the others and give them 2d6 worth of healing.
You really must take better care of yourself. Look at this wound.
Ooh,
That's pretty decent.
Nice.
8 bag. Oh, thank you, Mallory. Oh gosh, I'm not quite the adventurer I thought I'd be. I keep running afoul of these monsters.
You're doing okay. You're new at this. You'll get it.
I'm not doing okay, Mallory. I'm a failure.
Snap out of it, man.
Yep. Sorry. Had a rare moment there.
One thing that you... I'm just trying to say whether or not you get... you can also heal a condition of your choice. Not all conditions, but one condition. You also get D6 of willpower points. So if you've used any willpower, feel free to get a D6 worth of willpower back as well.
So Wilgus gets 2d6 health back. Yeah.
Is that
Correct.
for us as well?
Yeah. Everybody gets a D6 worth of HP and a D6 of willpower.
I'm just
And
gonna
a condition
heal
of your choice.
Is this a shift? No, it's a stretch? Is this a stretch?
This is just a stretch rest. This is just a 15-minute stretch rest.
That was a great idea, Digby. I'm feeling so much better.
Aye,
Good.
so am I. You're a wise wolf.
Yes.
What do you say I put the tent up and we have a good old nap?
We're just
I know it.
camping.
I know I just praised you.
I'm very sleepy, that's all. It's past midnight.
Sorry, I just one quick thing. The caregivers who helped the others don't get a rest during that rest. Sorry.
Okay.
Mallory
You
is
don't get
angry again.
willpower.
No willpower. You don't get rid of a condition. No HP for the caregivers.
Christoph, I'm feeling better. How about we
Wait, so am I.
stand here and those two have a rest for 15 minutes? What do you think? It's only fair.
Well,
They've been plugging out
That's
blood holes for a
30
while.
minutes all up. I think that makes sense to me, Wilgus. That's great.
What about 8 hours?
Oh, Digby, you joker.
I don't really need a rest if it's just for that. I mean, I've got plenty of hit points.
If you're gonna rest,
You,
so
Mallory, how are you feeling?
Silly question. If we're down here having a restful camp out, Is
It's only
the
15
white
minutes.
doing the same thing?
That's a very good
Yeah.
question.
No, they don't.
Good to know.
Oh,
Thanks
good
for
anyway.
clearing that up. Excellent.
But that is a good point because I think, yeah, either we go in now or never, right? Even though I'd like to have a sleep.
Yeah, so the other thing, the other kind of rest there is during combat, or even just while you're moving around, you can use an action to do what's called a round rest, but you don't get HP back, you only get willpower.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you, and that's just like a quick
But-
6-second kind of like get your breath back.
So is that? Can you do that as many times as you like?
You can only have a round rest once per shift, so once every 6 hours.
6 hours. Okay. Well, hey, you know this sign that that goblin thing told us about, with the
Yes.
keeps the whites out. Didn't we see that in that other room to the north? What?
Like,
No way. Right. If we go to, wasn't that in that room with that corpse lady? There was
Yes,
a little-
behind the receptionist.
on the door. Yes. So that's above a door, isn't it? In that room,
Good
or is it on a
point.
book or something?
I think it's on the wall behind the woman at the table.
How about this? I'll grab the keys, quickly open the door, run past the other door, and if I don't get murdered, we'll know he's just confined to this little alleyway bit. What do you think?
Well, I think if you can get through that other door, then he won't be able to follow if it does have that sign on it.
Your
This
video is broken,
sounds
Shannon,
good.
by the way.
But I'm frozen.
Actually, let's take a 5-minute break anyway. We've gone a little bit late for our 9 o'clock break, so let's just stop for a moment before we get back into it.
Sweet.
Take a quick break in regards to getting drinks or refreshments. Taking a quick. What's it?
I'm gonna
Round
get an
rest?
ice cream.
Oh, nice. And by the way, yeah, you can only take one stretch rest once every shift as well. So you couldn't have rolled into another one straight away. Yeah. Plus, if you had, I would have just rolled for an event to stop it from happening. So. We still have one copy of the Dragonbane Roll20 core set that we're giving away to a YouTuber who is going to comment on their favorite moment from any of our things. Just subscribe, leave a comment on your favorite moment, and we'll give that a drawing probably next week. Got one more week. And honestly, you're in a good... People are watching the episodes, they're just not commenting. Leave a comment and you'll easily win yourself a copy. Like, do it if you're watching and you want a copy. Just go right now to our YouTube, which is you might even be watching this on YouTube already. But there's our link. Go there, subscribe, leave a comment, and it'll be yours.
Done.
Easy.
Thanks, Free League.
Thanks to Free League and also to Yesterday's Model for getting us these codes. So thank you so much.
Can we say we're sponsored by YouTube then?
Oh,
Oh.
no.
And the internet itself. Like, if that wasn't there, we couldn't do this.
True. That is true. Christian said he'd feel awkward entering the drawer. Just do it. Yeah, it's fine. If you need a copy, look, no one else is leaving comments, so you know. I had a thought, something like a conversation starter for maybe not Dragonbane, but I was thinking about D&D, right? And I was thinking about wizards. Or even spellcasters in general in Dungeons and Dragons, and how there's always like a need of like a little consumable for their spells. There's always like something that they either need to have on them or a little consumable thing. At what point if you were DMing or if you were even playing as a spellcaster, at what point do you think they're not needed versus they have to be used? They have to have those things. How much is too much? Because there's also things like Revivify, which uses like 1,000 gold piece gem, I think it is, and it just gets used up. It's like, at what point is spell slots no longer necessary if you're having to like have this thing? You know what I mean? A spell slot and this entire gem. Just I was just in the shower. I was shower thoughts about wizards and spellcasters. And do we know anything about if D&D 1 is changing any of the rules on this kind of stuff?
To my understanding, you could do a couple of things. One is you could be like, oh, I touch my gem, and then zoo. So unless your gem was removed from your person, it's everlasting as long as you got the gem. Or it could be like a bag of shavings, and you'd progressively run out, like a quiver of arrows. I'm not sure per spell which it would be, whether it's like if you're casting a cantrip, if you can just hold your wand and zap it, or whether you just whittle off a piece of your wand every time you do a cantrip, because it would be kind of like ammo, right?
Yeah.
It might be more logistical. So you go into a town, you buy 1,000 mud crab eyes,
Yeah.
and then you just whittle through them through the campaign and stock up at next town. But
what are your thoughts, Moj?
I had a what do you call it? A DM who, like, I can't remember what they were, but I needed to have something on me in order to cast it. So they were just like, you've got a mojo bag, a little like pouch full of these things tied around your neck, under your shirt. Just like touch the pouch, cast it. Because he was like, I don't have time for this admin. Just assume that it's like right there.
That's exactly it. Like, as a DM, I'm not going to be like, they're like, oh, they're in this tough situation. The enemy's like moving in on them, and the wizard is like at the back of the pack, ready to cast this awesome spell, but they don't have 3 leaves from the such and such tree. And I'm just like, well, you can't do the spell then, because you didn't tell me you were going to go and get that stuff.
But he did say there was a chance that it could be stolen or something. Say if a pickpocket or someone's like, I'm knocked out or I'm kidnapped or something, and they're like patting me down for valuables, they might take the pouch.
How do you think it was meant to be played? Do you think, like, when they were writing these rule books, they were like, every long rest, the wizard, or every time they get into a town, the wizard is off to like the magic store to buy a bunch of stuff for his magic pouch? Does that kind of what you think it was originally intended to be?
I think it's like encumbrance, right? Like if you want to get into it and the whole group's like, yeah, let's weigh some coins, you go hard. Likewise with this, magical things, oil for your sword to keep it sharp. You could go super deep if that's what everyone enjoys. But if they're like, then, into town, I buy some more herbs. Okay, let's go to the next tavern. You could hand wave it like that if that's what people aren't into. So I reckon it's kind of optional based on the group and DM and what you want to do.
But then again, then there are some spells like Revivify, where as long as you've got the spell slots, you could just revive everybody. That's why they limit it to having like a gem. So it sounds like there are some spells that you really need to make sure they have like the consumable item versus all the other spells you kind of like don't really care.
I think that's just limiting how many times you can use a super awesome spell. Otherwise you'd just be like, Revivify.
Yeah.
Like Oprah Winfrey just throwing out all these spells, but because you have to pay 1,000 gold pieces for it each time, you're like limited.
That could be a good way to benchmark it, right? If it's conjure flame in your hand just to light up a dim room, just do that with your wand. If it's lightning terror strike from the sky, you do need to have that foxtail and piece of lemongrass on you.
I can just imagine as a player getting so caught up in the story that you forget to get that lemongrass thing, and then you're just like, do I really need to do that, DM?
Then the DM says, go play Dragonbane.
Christian in the chat will say, I explained to a player who was using a wizard in Dragonbane that he could swap health for more willpower, which is one of the things you can do I think only as a mage. I'd have to confirm. I don't think anyone can I don't know why any other class would want to swap health for willpower, but I'll have to have a look and see if other players could do it. But it's the magic system in this game is definitely different. I haven't bothered reading too much into it since none of you guys are magic users. Shannon, did you have a thought on like consumables for like wizards and spellcasters in D&D?
In D&D, generally just if it has a money amount on it, I think that's important. But if it's just like an eyelash and some gum, then I don't worry so much.
Yeah, I like.
So maybe you can swap the money. Like if it costs 500 gold pieces, you could just swap the money directly instead of having the gem or whatever. That's a way of stopping them from abusing it.
I saw a table. A friend of mine ran a group where he basically replaced big ticket items like gems and stuff, like you said, with the currency value, and he had like a wizard's credit card. So as long as there was money on the card, that he could would just like use the money from his card to do that spell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or debit card, I guess would be not credit card. But yeah.
In this sort of game, it might be more valuable to keep track of things.
Yeah, yeah.
Because am I out of lamp oil now that I squirted some on the thing, or is there enough to?
I did spit all over that white.
I've got some.
I'm trying to remember because you threw some.
How much lamp oil is there? That's what I'm wondering. In a lamp oil.
One inventory spot's worth of lamp oil.
Yeah, like I imagine just like that.
A kg.
Like probably about a kilogram, I guess.
Enough, like yeah.
I'd say so. I would definitely. Because you're still using the lantern at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep forgetting to get people to roll for the torches and stuff as well. Such a strange system, but something we definitely need to do.
Is that when you attack with it, or just
every 15 minutes, and when you attack with it?
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah.
One last thing on consumables. It could be cool that if they don't have the consumable, they can still cast it, but there is a cost to that. So their little finger whistles off because the magic had to take it from somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
You try and revivify without the gem, you straight up die.
Yeah, yeah. I could imagine like warlocks having that kind of like the patron coming to take small things every time they don't have enough to do a spell. I think that'd be quite fun. All right, let's get back. How's the ice cream, Adam? Did you have?
I noticed you didn't want my thoughts on inventory management.
I was about to, but I didn't want to interrupt your ice cream eating. How was it? Was it good? Was it a trumpet?
It was a trumpet mini.
Nice. And what are your thoughts on consumables on spellcasters?
Don't care, really.
Okay. All right.
Let's get back into it.
Sorry, I was just trying to not interrupt your ice cream eating. All right, let's get back some sounds and put us back into the map. So that 15 minutes has passed with Mallory and Digby tending to Wilgus and Christoph. Can I get a D6 from both Mallory and Christoph in regards to your torches, please?
Oh, matching.
Cool. No, you guys are both
two.
Both fine with it too. The torches are still maintaining, and that lantern is still burning away, and it's lantern oil. But we'll have to figure out exactly how long. I'm sure there'll be information on goods for that kind of stuff, but we can take a look at that at some point. So
they last for years. You have antique lamps, so no problem.
I'm sure the lantern, I'm sure the lantern itself will last a very long time.
Do you guys think it's a good idea for me to go and check these keys out? You guys stay in the safe room, and if I explode a big pile of blood, you can just run away.
We can't let you do that, Wilgus. You're a hero, man.
I am, aren't I? I made out like I'm doing it by myself, but thank you, Christoph. Let's all go.
Digby, can I get a D8 from you, please?
D8?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you roll a 1, the lantern goes out and must be refilled. You're good. You're fine with a 5. Easy. Nice. All right, so the plan is for everyone to move forward out of this now?
If everyone's
Yes,
happy,
and
strength in numbers.
during the break.
Sorry.
So what I would read up on my heroic ability while I was eating that ice cream, and my character trait is I'm unforgiving, which means I get a boon to all my rolls against anyone who's ever harmed me. So now the white has harmed me. I get a boon on all my rolls against the white.
Correct.
So if we run into him again, I have a marginally better odds at inflicting a minimum amount of hit points damage.
Awesome.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, no, that is cool.
Does that include when Mallory slapped Christoph because he was like getting a bit emotional?
Only if I lost a hit point, and the DM just did not say that I did.
No, I didn't.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you do have to lose a hit point. Wilgus, you open up these oak doors and sort of step out. Are you going quietly? What is your plan?
Wilgus will take one step out and just see if anyone else is coming with him.
Can I smell? My tracking thing, my hunting instincts? Can I tell what direction the white is?
Yeah, the direction it's off to the west.
Okay, that's that way.
Yeah, like it's faintly coming from in front of you, but mainly off to the west. So it's kind of northwest of your current location.
I put my nose to the ear and sniff. Seems to be to the northwest.
And it seems to be getting further west, just as you sit there waiting. And you can hear the footsteps just thudding, the slow-paced footsteps.
All right.
Now or never, boys. Let's go.
Yes.
Great.
Oh.
How's that? Freedom! I didn't say freedom. I whisper it quietly to myself. Freedom!
With this, you approach
the George Michael,
the rusty portcullis with those statues in front of it.
Who's got the keys? I've forgotten. They were very
It's me.
important.
I don't think the rusty gate is the one we want to go through.
Oh, okay.
Does it have a keyhole?
It does, but
good.
it is so rusted in there.
Oh, you're
The whole
right.
mechanism
We
on
need to head
of that
east.
key is sort of broken.
Good.
It's a rust hole, Digby. Don't worry about it.
Rust hole.
It happens.
Just a rust.
Do we have any WD-40?
Oh,
Yes, it's good for this kind of stuff. Oh, as a blacksmith, do I get any advantage of trying to... Oh, no, forget it.
Don't do that again.
We've been
Put
here
a little
before.
bit of leather on there.
It's happening again.
I was thinking maybe I could look at the mechanism or something.
Yeah, the mechanism,
Coming in.
the whole lock mechanism is just completely rusted. You look inside, and the part that the key would normally turn is all just rusted and broken. So there'd be nothing for a key to catch on in there, and so it's just in a broken, locked state.
Seized up. All right. I'm heading east.
Yeah, great. You guys all
Timidly.
Yeah.
Remember to watch out for that spiked pit up around the corner and left a bit.
Oh, good memory.
Yes.
Perfect. And it's the pit remained in like an open state, so it's going to be easy enough to see when you get back up there.
Nice.
You return to this crypt that sort of I guess it's a crypt in the area that you're now in. The sarcophagi lining the walls.
Check it? Can I check out the sarcophagi?
Yeah, you can.
Is anything unusual?
So there's
Like, what are these things?
basically
Ancient humans?
yeah, just human, just two human skeletons have been sort of like thrown out of the ones that have opened up. So there's two that are
Anything
open and scattered.
valuable?
Not on them, no. Oh wait, sorry. Actually, no. Yeah, we'd say that there's probably near their feet, like some gilded headbands.
Gilded headbands. Gold.
And you can see they've both got one or two golden rings on their fingers.
Golden rings. Oh, this is good. I'm going to snuffle those up, and I'll show everyone. Look, there's gold in them. They're dead people.
Oh, Digby, brilliant spotting.
Yes.
Gold is easy to work with if we need to melt it down for any reason.
I could start a fire right here. We could make little characters of ourselves. And we could move
Focus,
around.
boys.
Oh,
Right.
That's a great idea. I like it.
Focus.
Oh, sorry, Mallory. Getting carried
Potential
away again.
death in another
Yeah.
room.
Oh,
Let's
Wilgus
keep
is like
progressing.
detailing these little details, but you can just hear this menacing footsteps of the white in the corridor. And Digby, you notice the smell is just getting a little stronger, as if it's closer.
It's coming closer. Let's go. We'll come back for the more gold later.
Good idea.
Okay. Sneaking around.
Again, you see at the far end, you see this the portcullis with a trap sort of laid out in front of it, open with enough space around its edges to get around. And through that portcullis, you see again that woman, the mummified woman at the desk with her table with her hand on that hammer.
Great. Okay, we try the key. How many keys are there?
There's 3 or 4 keys on that. Can you give me a sleight of hand?
Snaps off.
So you needed a 7. You rolled a 12. Did you want to push that? Because it is a fail at this point.
Can Wiggles help by providing encouraging clockwise, slowly?
This is just a key in a door.
Anti-clockwise.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to push it.
Okay.
So, what do I do?
You can just hit the little red button.
Rewind.
Yeah.
So,
You're wiggling that key and you're trying to. It's like it catches for a minute and then just like snaps, and it's like you put a little too much weight, but the key snaps, and what was inside that lock falls out as well. You've still got 3 other keys, so you're not even certain if that was the right one.
we'll
That's the wrong
just.
key, Mallory.
Could you take these and give it a go? I'm just having a moment right now.
Yeah, certainly can. Thank you. I will open it just like I'm opening a door, perhaps. I suppose I've never opened a door in my life, but this door.
You've never opened a door.
Born to open this door.
Yes.
Is there a reason you rolled with a boon?
Because I've messed up my character sheet, Mr. DM.
Beginner's luck on the old opening a door. He's never done it
I was
before.
like, I need
It's
to.
beginner's luck.
Shall I re-roll it?
Please.
All right. Don't worry about the story about me opening doors before. I've definitely not opened
Plenty of doors about that, boys.
many doors.
Did you want to push?
It will definitely push because I don't want to lose my door. Oh, fuck.
So Mallory, you'll have to take a condition for the failed push.
Yeah, I did.
Wilgus, you have to take
Mallory is
one as well. So which ones have you taken?
disheartened. She's just about had enough of this place.
Yeah. Digby, you can hear or you can smell, I guess, this creature stomping and getting closer. It doesn't feel like it'll take too long before it'll reach this crypt. You've got this is clearly not the right key as well. There's 2 other keys.
Get out of the way.
I think
I can smell it stomping.
Christoph is going to kind of bustle his way to the front, even though he's a very short individual, and kind of snatch the 2 remaining keys off, and he's going to hold them up. And would you possibly give me a boon to the roll? Given I probably would have worked with these types of keys, and I might be able to look at the lock and look at the key and be like, educated guess.
I will give you that.
It's probably the last key, the one that's not broken.
Well, there's two keys. There's two keys left. You hold them up and
Crystal.
analyze them.
Come on, Crystal.
Okay. This one.
Oh, smoked it.
And it was a 17 and a 4, but you needed that boon. You look at the two keys and you look at the locking mechanism. You can hear the footsteps like heading up the corridors somewhere down to the south, and you pick the right key into lock and click. It just opens. It unlocks with a really satisfying click, and that portcullis just instantly starts swinging open into that room ahead of you. I'll just open the door for you.
It was a blacksmith door, Mallory. Don't worry about it.
Well done, Christoph.
Thank you. I mean, I did have a 50% chance, but
Magic hands, Christoph has done it again.
that's what they call me down at the forge.
So you move into this room. As mentioned, these magically flickering, burning torches on the wall, just two of them. Mummified woman and this gilded chainmail sitting at the end of this table. The iron-fitted oak door behind her with the same symbol as the door in the south. And her with her hand rested on a amazingly beautiful designed warhammer.
You could melt that lady down.
Look at that.
Sorry, Christoph. I was talking while you were. Do you want to say that again?
Oh, I just said nice hammer. Sorry.
It is a nice hammer. Look at that.
Yeah, look at it.
But awfully suspicious, though, isn't it? That no one's taken it.
Well, she's got it, right?
Oh, yeah, well, that's true. Maybe she took it and became a corpse.
What do you mean, like a trap?
Yes.
She touched it and then gave up on eating because she didn't want to leave her hammer and died of old age. Peacefully.
It could very well have happened. Does she look like a human or an elf or something like that?
Yeah, well, it's very heavily mummified, but typical proportions for a human.
Well, I don't know much about humans.
Crystal, does it look like a normal hammer to you?
I'd like to give it an inspect. I mean, inspecting it for really anything that looks like it may have been imbued with magic or any mechanism that may link it to something else in the room.
The warhammer?
Mm.
Sure. You don't have a lot of time, so it's going to be a cursory sort of glance over it. But with your skills, I will say that the fact that there's almost like no dust on it down here as well. It's untouched from the situation it's in. There's definitely something magical about this hammer.
This hammer, folks, is no ordinary hammer. It's a magic hammer. I don't know any more than that, but it's magic.
Magic?
So be careful. Don't go charging in.
It's got to be worth a lot of money.
We could sell it for 2 normal hammers, perhaps.
Twice as much as a normal hammer. You're right. Wait, but we need to secure our escape first because I can smell this thing.
I'll just close this portcullis behind me, shall I?
No, it could just walk through the door, but it might not be able to walk through that door to the north that has got the symbol on it. Is that open?
No, it's closed.
Oh God, I hope we don't need one of them keys that broke.
Oh my God.
We don't have. How many more keys do we have left?
There's only one. There doesn't actually look to be a lock on this door in front of you. It's just closed. And it's again got that ancient symbol in this glittering silver.
That's you, fuck Rob. Yeah.
Is there traps? I'm paranoid now because of traps. Can I search it for traps before pushing it open?
How long are you expecting to sort of search it for? Like, if you want to take
30 seconds.
A very cursory glance.
One eye.
Yeah. I kick
It's just the side eye.
You just give it a quick kick. All right, you give it a kick.
No. I touch it with my little paws.
Yeah. Okay. You walk up to the door and sort of like go to inspect it. You put your hands on the doors, and you just notice this. The three rest of you notice that the mummified woman sitting in the chair starts glowing this like blue glow the moment Digby places his hands on the door. And Digby, you notice a bit of sort of like blue light on your paws that you can see sort of coming from over your shoulder and
Blue.
stop. And in sort of overlaid over the top of this mummified woman is just this long sort of spectral hair and this very stoic, beautiful lady that is now seated in that position. And she seems very calm. And she says something in an ancient tongue. Can I get a languages roll from everybody, please?
It's a fail.
Ooh, I got a 1.
How many 20s do you do?
Damn.
Back in it.
You're gonna level up everything, Moj.
It's a very calm voice that you all hear, but for some reason, Christoph, it's a language that you understand. It's such, maybe it was something that Christoph studied at some point.
Aramaic.
Yeah. It's incredibly ancient, and it's just calmly asking for you to all leave peacefully.
Oh, I've not heard that tongue spoken in many a year. This lady here says we should leave. She's nice
Out this
about it.
Blue
But
door.
What was that, Mallory?
is it a blue door?
Leave to the
Isn't
north, is that what you mean?
No, and she points to the south, like over the table back towards the entry that you came through, and she says,
Oh.
"I need you to leave peacefully."
Tell the woman that we need the key. The part of the
Can I
statue. That's what we're here for.
Can I speak this language as well?
With a roll of a 1, hell yeah. It may not be.
I'm fluent
It may
in it.
not be perfect, but you can absolutely get your what you want to say across.
Right.
Ask her where the
You mean you're
bibliothèque is.
We mean what? we mean no harm when we come in peace, but we're here to collect an ancient artifact to restore peace, actually, to the world at large.
She starts talking about her husband, like the Dragon Knight Aladane, and the Empire. Just this big ancient story. It's almost hard. You're understanding the words, but it's such an ancient story about such strange times. And they're like, she mentioned something about the struggle between corruption and the cleansing fire.
Christoph is trying to nod along very sympathetically in whatever tongue this is, kind of, I know, that kind of stuff. Like really trying to empathize.
And she just asks, because of the importance of this burial mound, I asked you respectfully to leave in peace.
And I ask you, with, if it's possible, even more respect, if you'll grant us safe passage down to the south. I mean, to the north. Sorry.
The words for north
First
and
answer.
south, yeah, they're very similar in this language.
Similar in this language, yeah.
Very
No,
easy to get
no.
them messed up.
Yeah, the same word.
Yeah.
I'm a
She sort of she looks towards you. She's almost ignored the rest in the room since you're speaking so well in this language of hers. And she just says, she asks why. Why should I give you access to my husband's tomb?
We want to honor his legacy and use it for good throughout the Misty Vale.
She leans back, her hands still on this warhammer. Why do you need what's in there?
Because if we don't get it, someone else will. And if someone else gets it, it'll plunge the world into slavery, darkness, violence, and other bad things.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Shit. 15, and I needed to get under 12.
Did you want to push?
Yep.
Just hit the little rewind button. Actually, you know what? With a 1, you succeeded so well with
Good.
that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Give me one more persuasion roll. Just and we'll take this as the boon.
Whew. 7.
Yes.
You talk to you mention sort of the slavery and the evil, and she softens even further. She was very peaceful but had quite a stoic look on her face, and that softens with interest, and she asks a little more, and you give her details that you've been given about the cults that are growing, the statue and the need for this weapon, the Umdaman, and she sits back in the chair, and the glowing blue hand that is in place over the top of the mummified hand withdraws from the warhammer, and she says, "Take what you find in there, get the Umdaman, and do what you say you will do. Promise me you will save this land, like my husband before you."
I promise to honor both your legacies. And I bow down in supplication.
She closes her eyes, and she just reaches out sort of this glowing spectral hand to sort of place it on top of your head, and then just fades away into nothingness, leaving that mummified body in the seat at the head of the table.
Oh, I turn around like shaking to the rest of you. That was a transformative experience.
None of you had
Relay
any idea what was
conversation.
said. Yeah. So yeah, cool.
That's
It was
wonderful.
just wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
The language is actually spoken in fart noises.
Armpit farts. I had no idea you were such a learned man. Well done.
It's really the only thing I speak apart from common.
What language was that?
That was Maraguchi.
Maraguchi.
From here on out, Maraguche is the ancient language of the people from Misty Vale. You've noticed the stomping of the white has stopped.
Oh. What about the smell?
It's still somewhere to the east, from what you can tell. Southeast from here.
Christoph, do you get to keep the warhammer too? Like, did you talk about that? Is it worth 2 normal hammers? Like,
It
couldn't
didn't.
catch
It
it.
didn't come up.
Are you sure? It's
We're
implied.
really doing a lot of.
Yes.
I really would, in the strongest possible terms, discourage any looting of the possessions. Just given the conversation that I've just relayed back to you, it was a pretty emotive, kind of pretty sincere experience. I think we just need to go through that door. She said, "Take what's inside, and essentially save these lands from oppression and tyranny." So.
Oh.
Can't really think that it's a good idea to be
We
just
put it
grabbing
in a
every
museum.
fucking thing we find.
Is it really looting if we take it from this land and we?
Oh, it's the
Keep it in a museum.
floor master of the British Museum. I didn't realize you were down here. Is there any other shit that we should take back to our museum?
We'll look after it for a few hundred years. We charge admission.
That's bloody good of you. Grab a few
Yes.
shrunken heads in the Rosetta Stone while you're there.
Okay, well, I get your point. Maybe on the way out. Exit through the gift shop. No. Should we go through the north?
Maybe the gift shop is to the north. That's a great way of Christoph.
She didn't mention a gift shop, actually. Seems do you know, I went to the Anne Frank house and there was a gift shop, and I just thought that you can't be doing that. You can't do that. Anyway,
Doesn't mesh, does it? Well,
no.
is the door unlocked, Mallory?
Let's give it a go.
Yeah, there's
Should we let Christoph
Mallory,
do it? He got the head high five I saw with my eyes. I didn't get the words, but maybe he's the only one.
I try and nudge the door open with my little dwarf head, just gently.
Is that how you open doors? Yeah, here's a man who's opened a door before.
I'm doing it on hard mode, Wilgus.
The sensor beeps and a little dwarf door opens at the bottom.
yeah, it's a heavy door, but it's not locked in any way, and so you can just open this oak door inwards towards you, revealing just a burial chamber with torches on the walls, and a podium with this ornate sarcophagus of stone. The floor, ceiling, and walls are all made of stone bricks, and a painting of a dragon can be seen on the far wall, ridden by this golden knight, with the same sort of crown that you've seen on the white stomping through these halls.
Wasn't this guy a baddie?
Definitely. You can tell the painting though. What do you think, Digby?
Nudging you.
Sorry. You're right, Christoph. We're anti-slavers, not tomb robbers.
I don't know why you're saying it like that. We are anti-slave.
We are.
Like it's a bad thing.
Doing air quotes.
I got it. We're not going to murder heaps of people after we're done.
Yes,
I got it.
anti-murder. Okay. So what
Mallory
are we
investigates.
Mallory,
Oh,
what
good.
you see is that this stone coffin has clearly been opened from the inside with just tremendous force, and pieces of the shattered lid just like scattered all over the floor.
I wonder what set him off, that he would explode out of his coffin like that.
Had enough.
But I'm feeling a little explodey right now, so I'm just going to focus and look for a little bit of the statue.
And inside the sarcophagus, you do indeed find a piece of what looks to be the statue. It matches, if you take a look at the map here, if you go up to the top left of this map, it looks like this part of the statue. It's got the arm, the torso, and the top half of the sword.
Ooh.
Great.
I'm
Finally,
gonna
some
say-
progress.
I think just to be safe, I'm going to say a short blessing in Maraguchi. Oh, whatever I called that language before.
Where is it?
It's a short, very
Maraguchi.
respectful blessing.
And Mallory respectfully throws up the horns.
give Mallory, since you've been sort of looking at this, can you give me a spot hidden roll, please?
Possibly. Let's see if my streak continues.
Oh my gosh, your streak definitely is continuing.
2 19s.
Did you? Oh, that was with. Did you want to push at all?
No.
All right.
Goodbye, Mallory.
What you see is that statue piece sitting within the sarcophagus.
Within the sarcophagus. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have
you
the
found
blue
it?
lady's... Yes, it's in here. We have the blue lady's permission, so, And she just speaks out to the room. She's like, "We're taking this to further your mission. Slavery bad. World redemption good." And she takes the statue.
It's not trapped or anything, is it?
What?
Well, sorry, say that again?
Me? Or...
Well, yeah, were you saying
no.
that to Mallory, like, before?
Yes, it's not a trap or anything, is it? Like a valuable item.
Yeah, and Mallory said, "You what?" and took the statue out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the spot hidden was for.
Yeah.
What I'll give, since you have mentioned that, Digby, what I will give you is a spot hidden chance as well. So you're sort of like looking in just as she's reaching her hand to grab this statue
14,
piece.
and I rolled a 9.
You,
Success.
as you're saying that, you see like it's sitting on like a small small stone slab. It looks to be some sort of weighted trap.
Whoa, wait, right
Oh,
there.
oh.
It's sitting on some kind of weighted trap.
And you notice that there are like small almost like slices dotted around the edge of the sarcophagus.
Look. Small slices, as in...
Just like cuts into the stone.
Like knives would poke out of this and get you if you tried to grab it. Are they in the inside of it or on the outside?
On the outside.
Oh,
Oh.
I take a step back. Be careful.
Can we jump up on top of the sarcophagus?
Yeah, you're absolutely welcome to.
Just before you do, I feel like it's in bad taste to literally dance on this man's grave.
That's it. It's like so. Digby, these little spaces are just on the outside of the sarcophagus, not like on the walls or anything.
Well, if I'll point them out to you, but see those there? It looks like sharp objects might come out, or perhaps gas. I don't know. It could fill up the entire room with a foul stench and would choke to death. How about if we get a bag and we fill it with sand, and then when you take the item, you replace it with a bag of sand that weighs exactly the same amount.
Oh, I feel like
How
I've
about-
seen this somewhere before.
How about you
Really?
boys pop into the other room, lift your legs if you feel you need to, and I'll stand on top of the sarcophagus and pick up the statue.
Okay.
Sounds great. I'll
See
go
ya.
stand in the safe room.
Why are we lifting our legs? Are you telling us to take a
Well,
bathroom break?
because the little slits that have the knives shooting out. So maybe if you lift your legs above the level of the
Just
holes,
hover
you
off
won't
the ground.
shot it.
Yeah. Wilgus is like
my-
backed off into this room, and you can hear now the white footsteps have started up again.
Oh shit!
good.
Okay, guys, we're doing this.
All right.
All right.
Are you happy there, Krista?
Yes, but I think we should bolt for the rope the minute you've got it, and you should have a word once the artifact is in your grasp. You should give us 2 short, sharp quacks, and we all just run hell for leather for the rope.
It's great.
I like that idea, Christoph. How much do you think a new tour guide would cost, by the way?
You guys all make your way into that room with the mummified lady at the table. Mallory, you've sort of made your way up on top of the sarcophagus now. Is that right?
Great. Yes.
You grab,
And
you put your hands on each side of that statue
Yep.
piece, and you lift it up, and you can just hear that of the stone lift sliding up as the weight of the statue piece comes off it. And then there's
Also
just
watching the door in case it starts closing and I have
oh
to
yeah,
leave
yeah,
or do
that's,
something.
yeah, that's cool.
So bold.
There's just a pause, just a moment before you just hear metal blades and across into the corners of the room. That would have been
Love you, Digby.
that would have been hell for legs and shins and stuff if anyone else had been standing in that.
And
in
us
that
shorter
room.
folk would get it right in the face.
yeah. And that's over. You now have the statue
Right.
piece in your hand.
Quack, quack, flying V.
There's just like a spectral howl, this roar that comes out, echoing through this chamber. And as you head out of the room, you see the wight standing behind the rusted portcullis.
Digby, get your
Your
sling.
wife said we could.
Yeah.
Your wife said it was okay.
She said I could have her hammer.
Are you grabbing the hammer?
No, don't grab the hammer, you maniac.
Well, if you
It
say
might be
so,
the only thing
Christoph.
that's able to hit. Oh, if it belongs to the wife, then it can definitely hit the wife.
Triple damage. You can put it in your sling, Digby, and shoot it at him.
And you do know that magical items do hurt ghosts and stuff, and spectres.
Ghost inspectors.
There's the branding on the hammer. I mean, we should take it.
Christoph told me not
Christoph,
to.
Yeah.
Christoph, you're her friend. I think you would be the one she would be okay with taking that hammer.
Christoph, you do remember her specifically, that ghostly form moving away from the warhammer, leaving just that mummified claw on it.
Yes, and she touched you on the head. I think if she's okay with us using this very expensive key, then that hammer's nothing. You've got her blessing.
Christoph is going to run back to the room. I'll take the hammer from
Christoph dies.
He becomes a mummy.
So good. Who gets saving rolls? No. Campaign over.
You mummy.
No, you're fine.
You enjoyed every session as the mummy.
you grab the hammer and slide it out from the claw, the mummified claw. This hammer feels amazing.
I throw it to Digby.
The wight.
I thought what? I thought I would take it because I had the interaction, but then I'd hand it off to someone.
Oh, I thought you could use a hammer.
I've already got a hammer, but not a magic hammer.
I don't understand what's going on. Who is this? This is just a fucking magic hammer. You have it. I've already got one. I got it from Bunnings.
I can give you you pick it up. It's like set with jewels. It's
I keep the hammer forever.
It's got a strength requirement of 7 and durability of 15.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
And I will just check to see what how hard it hits. Warhammer Light. It is damage of 2d6, but durability of 15.
So it is the exact same properties as my existing hammer, except that it's more durable.
Well, there's also
well-made.
also something magical to it that you don't understand yet.
It will damage a wight.
All right, I'll take the magic hammer. But as
What
to
kind
not
of
run
dwarf
afoul,
are you? What kind of dwarf are you? There's
I'm
a
a Buddhist.
golden, jeweled battle warhammer, and you're like, nah.
I will slide my original light warhammer under the lady's hand so I can net weight 0.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice
Oh,
thing, Christoph.
Classy.
Reaching hammer
Classic.
0. Is it like net hammer 0?
It's like Metal Gear Solid
Place.
0.
So you guys just sprinting for the exit now? Is that right?
Yes, goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're still hearing the thumping of the wight as you sprint towards the crypt of sarcophagi, and there standing at the very end, the entrance to this crypt, is the wight, morning star in hand, ready to attack. And that's where we'll end tonight. We'll finish.
Oh, I was just getting ready for a battle cry, which is legit my other heroic ability that I've already got 2.
What?
How
Are you gonna call out
how many
this
heroic
one?
abilities?
You can have heaps of them, and as you level up, so you probably do have 2. You've probably got like a class 1 and a kin 1 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, so you should have 2.
Yeah, I do have 2, unfortunately. So, because I was looking through them and I saw Battle Cry, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be a great one for my character." But I'm already Master Blacksmith, which I think is a heroic ability.
Yeah. So you get a new heroic ability at least once from me. I can just if you guys do something super heroic, I can gift out 1 heroic ability per story. But also, if any of your skills hit 18, you get a heroic ability. So theoretically, if you level up a bunch of stuff, you can get quite a few heroic abilities. But let's look at the questions. First question: did you participate in the game session? You get a little tick next to, you must have a few ticks next to things today, Mallory, since you've rolled a couple of 20s there, right?
So hurtful, but yes.
It's good. You suck so bad you're gonna learn something. Did you explore a new location?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say yes for that one. Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries?
Yes.
I'm going to assume the lady could have been.
Yeah.
You absolutely rolled very well with the lady sitting at the table. So yes, that is a tick for that as
Ghoulish
well.
receptionist.
Yeah.
I always do.
Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? You got the keys from old Grub. And I think that was a big obstacle. And did you give in to your weakness?
I tried to have a nap.
Yeah. Every time you mention like wanting an 8-hour rest, I'm like, that's right. No, he's a lazy wolf.
He's
that's
late.
Right. Just
Yeah, on my weakness.
Yeah. Cool. So hopefully everyone's got at least 4 ticks, maybe more. Adam, we'll start with you this week.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
I ticked pretty much everything, and I had one
right.
absolute
You got
shitter.
the languages would be automatically.
I got the
ticked.
languages one for free.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try on awareness first of all.
Oops. Sorry. That was.
Oh,
sorry. That's right. So Christoph, you needed an 8. You rolled an 11, so you get to bump that by 1.
boom.
Good start.
Yes, and now I'm going for evade since we talked about it at the start. Seems pretty handy. No, I missed on that. Languages. Let's give that a wee roll. Doubt I'll ever need that again, but I get to level it up anyway. That's good.
Nice.
So, sleight of hand. I'm on 14 here, and I'm pretty keen on maxing this out. So I will not be doing that. That's a shame. Spot hidden. I'm on 13. I've just realised as I'm going through and doing this that obviously this is a risk with the higher ones. It's less likely, isn't it?
It's harder to level up. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's proven true again. And then the last one, I thought I'd tick hammers because I've now got a new magic hammer.
Nice.
Even though I had to be pretty much strong-armed into doing it. I did not succeed on that one either, so a fucking great level up session for me.
Okay, Digby, how about we'll jump into you next?
Okay, I got bluffing for a 12, and I roll. Oh, for some reason I'm rolling Banes.
We'll take your first roll, which was a 4.
Should I turn off my disheartened thing, or
as long as you turn it back on?
Yeah.
Or just give us a D20. Just roll a D20. I think that's what Moj did last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a fail?
Correct.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Evade, which I have a 10 on, and I rolled a 13. So
nice.
That's sleight of hand. I've got a 7, and I rolled a 16. Okay.
Nice.
Knives. I have an 11. I rolled a 5. And slings. I have an 11. And I rolled a 10.
Okay. Couple of level ups there.
2. Yeah, not bad.
Moj.
Right. Okay. Let's go awareness. So, high rolling, but not when I'm trying to level up. Thanks, guys. Thanks, dice. Okay, healing. Come on, healing.
You got all the
Language?
20s and 19s out of your system.
Out of my system.
Yeah.
It's like. Okay, languages is good. Great. Spot hidden. Come on.
Nice.
Okay, spot hidden. Yay. Bows.
Needed 15. Got a 17.
And knives needs 15.
Got a 17.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay,
you
not
got
so
a few
bad.
level up, not so
Great.
bad. Reese, what about Wilgus?
All right, we got 15 for knives, and we're gonna D20 that guy. Or we're not. Did that work?
There we go.
Nope. And then for evade, I've got a 12. Nope. For awareness, I have 15. Nope. And for healing, I've got 14. Boy.
Nice. I noticed you're picking some of the higher level ones as well to
Yeah.
try and level up. Trying to get that heroic ability. Have you got a heroic ability like in mind?
Not yet, but
Okay.
they sound delicious.
Oh, they're very good. Anything else, or is that?
That's it.
Okay, great, awesome, good level up session. I think everyone got a couple of things, at least. Yeah.
Were you here? Like,
Yeah, that's always a good one. Were you here tonight? Cool. All right. Well, that was a great session. I thought that was really good. My gosh, very, very glad Christoph got that one with languages. That could have gone a very different direction very quickly.
Nice one, Crystal.
So that's awesome.
And the keys.
And the
luck.
keys.
yeah.
Yeah. That
Grub.
was real good.
Grub is
Your
a new
shins.
favorite character.
Did everyone just like hate Grub straight away? Is that right?
No.
No, I genuinely like Grub.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Please bring
Did he
back-
make it up the rope? Are we gonna go into that head chamber and
He's
just like
just-
find him still like?
Still jumping, trying to get the rope at the bottom. Yeah. I'd say we'll find out. We'll find out next week if he's at the top of if he got to the top of the rope. I'll even roll for it since you guys. He just have like 2 broken legs at the bottom of the hole up.
To the bat cave.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you for making being able to be available for Wednesdays since it was a bit of a change and big.
Thank you all.
Yeah. Big happy birthday for Adam for yesterday.
Hey!
And okay, and we'll see you guys all next Tuesday, same time, but next Tuesday, unless someone else has got a birthday. If we need to move it for someone else's,
Adam.
you got another one next.
It's me again.
And don't forget, go and leave a comment, subscribe, and leave a comment on one of our YouTube Dragonbane sessions if you want a chance to win a Roll20 Dragonbane core set. Everything you see here, the whole friggin' campaign you'll get, and all the rules and everything. So it's well worth it.
And you'll get a free Grub character sheet thrown in.
You will get it. I've got one. I've been using one. That's one of the many things. You'll even get a white character sheet as well.
Drag that onto your character sheet. Should I search for white and then drag it on?
It's donkey or bust. Wait, that doesn't.
Yeah.
That's a different campaign.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for stopping
you.
by, and we'll see you guys next week. And thanks for everyone playing. And that was the sentence. Bye,
thank you.
everyone.
Bye.